Joining me now from State College, Pennsylvania, is Joel Myers. He's the author of AccuWeather, which provides forecasts around the world to media, businesses, and governments. Joel, how bad is the situation in places like Port Arthur, Texas, east of Houston? The mayor there says the entire city right now is underwater.
Yeah, the problem is that this storm and this disaster still may not be fully appreciated. We believe, AccuWeather is calling this now the worst natural disaster in United States history. We believe that the impact on the gross domestic product of the United States will be 1%. So great that it may force the Federal Reserve to postpone increase in interest rates that they had planned. Because while the disaster is terrific in southeast Texas, Houston and so on, its impact is going to extend further because of the economic toll. People have lost all their possessions. So many people have lost their homes, their cars, their valuables. Businesses are going to be forced to close. The earnings of large corporations that have plants and facilities in the area affected are going to be negatively impacted. Disease. Let's realize that Houston, the fourth largest city in the United States, is the only large tropical city. It's in a tropical climate, and we have all this, and the whole of southeast Texas and Louisiana are underwater, 30% of Houston. And
that was my next question. What is going to happen to all that water? Where is it going to go?
Well, it's going to take a long time for it to all get out of there. So Houston is going to be impacted for weeks and months. Parts of Houston, years. It'll be years until the city comes back, possibly a decade. This is a terrific disaster for Houston. Remember, Houston only developed to any significant degree after air conditioning came in. The air conditioning is shut down. This is a tropical climate, and now you have all this water. And by the way, the water is still rising in some parts of Houston because of river flooding. So people should not, give up on and think that the worst is over, even the sun's out, because there's still a lot of disaster to come. And when you think about the impact of the hot temperatures and the humidity and all this water and filthy water and disease that will develop now.
And what is your concern, in addition to clearly disease being one of them? What is your concern? What will you be looking for in the coming hours and days, Joel?
I think people need to recognize that are still unable to leave that this is going to be a long-term recovery. I'm sure there are people there that are desperate for certain medicines. The food's not being shipped in. So if you can get out of any area that's been affected, you should, because this is not going to be over in a matter of hours. It's going to be days and weeks, and in some parts, even months. Clearly, the government, the local and state government, needs to recognize the seriousness of this disaster. I'm sure the death toll is going to go much higher. The impact on the Texas economy, Louisiana economy, is massive, and it's so big there that it's going to have an impact negatively on the entire United States economy.
All right. Thank you so much, Joel Myers.